A very good morning, everyone, and welcome you to all to another webinar by Boxman Global Logistics, which is Box Manager. As you see on screen, this is a solution by Boxman, which we call our digital shipping solution. So we are proud to present this to you, and we've been launching this for a while. We have launched this for a while now. It's been a month since we launched this, and we are so proud to present this. And today on this webinar, we'll be showing you all the use cases, how to use this, and much more about this tool. So to speak more about this, it really is not my place because there's been two wonderful gentlemen who's been working so hard to make this tool a reality. So the first gentleman here is Mr. Sajid Sheikh, of course, who is the managing director of Boxman. And we also have Mr. Lakwin Jayadilaka right here next to me. He is also the marketing and logistics, marketing and solutions specialist of Boxman. And basically, without taking much more of your time, I would like to directly hand it over to the both of them to continue with the rest of the webinar. So, Mr. Sajid, this call is for you.
Thank you, Raveen. A very good morning to everyone. First of all, thank you for joining this webinar to all our partners. So before we go ahead, if you look at it, these statements on your slide here, on your screen, I mean, these are the problems that we can resonate with, which are the most common statements that we hear. This is from some of our partners. However, I'm sure most of us on this call today will be able to resonate with that. When it comes to shipping, we do have these challenges on a daily basis, and we are dealing with that on a daily basis, from the visibility to the invoices, the documents. All of that is part of the shipping process which we go through on a daily basis. So these are some of the problems or the challenges, hassles that we face every day. And just to put things in perspective and share, because these are not just a statement there. We on and off, we do spend this few minutes here and there without realizing how much time we are actually spending in shipping. And if we look at the problem and quantify that, it's a massive problem. Let's see how that translates into the number of working hours or days that we spend on our shipping challenges. So just a simple thing like tracking or status update. This is for a very normal shipment, standard shipment, can take anything between 2 to 5 minutes. And then if we talk about the booking and quotation request, usually we do send request for quotation and things like that. It can take 5 to 10 minutes. These are again the best case scenarios where the minimal time it will take. And then customs clearance and issue resolution is going to take anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes. So we are talking about, on an average, we've just taken an average time of 25 minutes per shipment. Is that the time we are spending on shipping process? And this is more, I'm talking again about a very standard, probably a courier or an express shipment. We are not talking about air freight or sea freight. That would probably take much more longer. But still, let's say just for this case study, let's assume it takes 25 minutes per transaction. And if you're processing 10 shipments, we're talking about 4 hours and 11 minutes a day. That is if we have 10 shipments. If we have lesser or more, it just increases or it just reduces. Altogether, in a month, we are spending almost 2 days, which is one day, 17 hours. So it's 2 days, more than 2 days, because we're talking about the days here. It's a working days, right? So we're talking about roughly 10% of our month is going on just processing or following up on shipments. And that's a lot of time in today's world. In today's fast moving world, it's all about efficiency and visibility, getting more control, managing multiple carriers, partners. It can be time consuming. And that's the reason we have come up, or we have built this solution, which is called Box Manager, to manage the entire process end to end. For instance, getting the real-time quotations or rates, tracking, and seamless shipment processing, and so on. So we have full control over what we're doing in terms of shipping. So instead of just talking about it, let me introduce you to Box Manager. If we can move to the next slide, please. Ravin, one more. Yes. So what if the solution is there? We talked about spending roughly half an hour or 25 minutes per shipment, and which translates into 2 days or one day, 17 hours to be very specific, just to process 10 shipment on an average per day, and that too just a small express kind of courier kind of packages. We're spending a lot of time. So what if we have a solution that can help us to eliminate this, save time, save cost for us, and bring a lot of efficiency, accuracy, and transparency in what we do, right? So let us introduce you to Box Manager. Yes. So Box Manager has been launched early this month during Boxman Connect event. That was a soft launch, but we are going for a full launch just in the next couple of days. March 1st, we are going to have a full launch of Box Manager for all our existing partners and even for the new partners who would want to join. So before we go into details, let us let us just set it up, how we're going to go about it. So I am going to represent, moving forward, all of you. That's I'm going to play, or we're going to do a role play. I'm going to play a customer here or a partner here, and I'm going to have my colleague Lakwin from our technology and marketing team who is going to take us through the demo. So we would want to actually want you to experience in real time how actually the system works. So I'm here to represent all of you, and Lakwin, you are going to take us through the solution. So let me get into my new role as a customer, and Lakwin, you better be ready to for this, because I'm not going to be an easy customer for you. All right. So first of all, Lakwin, you are claiming that Box Manager is going to make my life very easy, and it's going to streamline, it's going to save me a couple of days in the month, which of course I would love to have that much of time to do some other productive things. Tell me how exactly you're going to do.
I'm sorry, I was muted. So yeah, Sajid, thank you so much. It's really good to have you as a customer. So welcome to Box Manager. So as you can see in the screen, it's really easy. Three simple steps. You can easily compare the rates and then book your shipment and then track your shipment. That is easy as it says. Just simple three steps. And yeah, with some additional added features, with some clean dashboards, good analytics and finance modules, you can send inquiries. Lot more tools there. Simple as that.
Okay, so you're telling me that just in 3 steps, I'll be able to achieve what I'm probably taking more than that in terms of time and the things I need to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. You want me to show how it looks like?
Okay, I think yes, let's get going. I'm interested to see how exactly to go about this.
Sure, I will straight away jump in. So, step one, it will be easy to compare the rates, but before jump into that, we should be able to log in, right? So, this is how the login page will look like. Very easy. You can just put your username and the password. You can just simply sign in. And if you're signing up, you can easily put the login details. You can set the security questions and password. You can easily sign up. If you know how to sign up to Facebook, it will be even easier than this, right? So that's it. You can easily log in, and then voila, you'll be in your dashboard. So I will just go back to the presentation. So as I mentioned to you, it will be easy login. Actually, you can track your shipment even without the login as well. But here you can just easily log into the systems.
Okay, and that was very easy. So, as you have seen, or I just want to reconfirm that I all I have to do is just put my username, password, and I'm sure you're going to provide me that.
Exactly. We will definitely provide you the link, and then you can just set up your own username and your own password, and then you can log in easily.
Okay, so that was simple. Let's look at it. What do I do once I sign in? How can I, today I have to send, or my team has to send requests to multiple carriers asking for rates. Do you have anything which can simplify this?
Yes, exactly. So actually, before going into that, we will show you how the dashboard looks like. So I think it will be better if I go into the demo. So this is the first thing that you will see when you land into our portal. So you will see the dashboard. You can see how many booking requests that you have given us, and then how many we have actually converted as a shipment, and then whatever the request that is cancelled. You can see the utilization of all your requests all in one dashboard here. And then you have an interactive map where you can see by the origin, you can see the shipments. If you click on one of the origins here, you can actually see like an overview glance of the shipments that you have, and you can see the tracking status there, just like an overview. And you can select by the products as well. You have multiple products. You have sea freight, air freight, and express courier. So you can filter it by the products. And then if you scroll down, we have an analytics widget here. So you can get an overview of shipments, that how many shipments are coming from these origin ports, or we can filter it by destination as well. And then you have a summary of your invoices, your latest invoices. And if you scroll down, you have your latest documents. And then if you have any announcement, then it will be there, right? So that's it about the dashboard. It will be very easy navigation, and you have some analytics widgets straight away there. Suggest should I show you how the rates will looks like? So that will
Yeah,
be
I'm very
our.
keen on looking at that, So how can I look at the rates before confirming any shipment?
Exactly. So I will just show you how it looks like. You have an option here, rates and bookings. You can click that, and then we have live rates for express courier, which is fantastic. So I will take a simple example here for a shipment from Dubai. So you need to type the city, and you need to put the zip code. So I'll just put zeros here, and then you need to put the city of the
Let me to
destination.
answer you one question. Is any reason you have put zeros there?
Yeah, because for the rates, actually, we will need to have the zip code. So even the zip code is not there, for example, for Dubai, so we need to put the zeros there,
Okay,
right? For New
understood.
York,
Thank you.
so New York, I will just use 10001, and the origin type, destination types, I will use as a commercial shipment. And then you will select next. Unit of measurements, I will just keep in kgs. Number of units, one. Unit type, I will keep boxes. And the commodity, I will use non-hazard. General cargo, I will put a weight 10 and a dimension 10 by 10, and that's it. You
Is
will
it
click
important
on.
for me to put the dimension like when you're for every time?
Yeah, exactly. So if you don't have the proper dimensions, you can just put 10 into 10 into 10, but the weight is actually mandatory. If you have the correct dimensions, you can get the accurate rates directly.
And why is that important? Why is it important for me to put the dimensions there?
Yeah, so if you put the correct dimensions, for example, the chargeable weight, so it will be calculated there as well. So it
Mhm.
depends, like if you weight
Understood.
and
Yeah.
chargeable.
So
Yes,
it does give me the chargeable weight.
yes,
So that's my
exactly.
final rate. Okay, understood.
Yes. So if you put the dimensions and the weight correctly, so this will be your final weight, right? So it depends on the chargeable load. So as you can see, it just took few minutes to me. I just put the location details, shipment details, and there you go. You already have the rates in front of you. So by default, it's from lowest to highest. So you can select uh, whatever the best carrier that you want to select, and you can see the transit time here as well. 1 to 3 days, UPS 2 to 4 days. So you can select by the transit date. Like you can make the decision here itself, right? That's easy. That's how easy you can get the rates from Box Manager.
Okay. So how
Uh,
do I proceed now? I have the rates.
yes, so you have the rates now in front of you. You have the transit time, you have all the information of the services. So then you will have to book the shipment. So as you can clearly see here itself, you have the button to book. So it's up to you to select which service that fits your shipment. You can, if you like FedEx, of course, you can click on book. That's it. Pretty simple. And then we will need to know the shipper and the consignee details, of course. So you can select the plus button here. You can add a new shipper, and just one time you need to add. So next time for the next shipments, you can use the same shipper if you want, or you can add a different shipper as well. Just name and the city and type also you can select if you want. Contact person, email, phone, and the address. That's it. Just save it there, and then for the next time you can just simply use it. So it will pop up here. If you want to change the address, you can change it from here later if you want. And same as that, consignee also you can do the same. You can add a new consignee and you can use it for the second shipment, third shipment, for the next all shipments. And if you want to change the address and details, you can change that as well. That's it. That's it. All we all required, and then you just click submit, and your booking is complete.
Okay. All right, that was really simple, Lakvin. So I was able to get the rates. I was able to, based on the requirement, where it is going, and depending on the transit time, I was able to select the carrier. Also, the cost was there, the rates were there, so I was able to select that and book it then and there. By putting limited the most important details like the shipper and consignee. I also see there was a reference field. I believe if I put something there, it will be helpful.
Yes, sir. Actually, you can, for example, if you have an invoice for your reference, it's for your reference. So you can use that reference field for as a search option later if you want to look for the shipment details and documents or those details. If you want to search, you can use that customer reference option. Yes.
Okay, understood. Right. Great. So what do I do now? I've booked the shipment. Now I have to go to DHL, or this time I booked through FedEx. So I have to go to FedEx website and then do the tracking myself, because that's what my team is doing right now.
Yeah. So that is the beauty of this app, Box Manager, where you can track your shipments there as well. Pretty easy. So I will just show you quickly. So all your booked shipments, it will be here in the shipment
No, no, I'm
section.
talking about tracking FedEx shipment. I'm not talking about. So are you telling me that I can track it here itself?
Yeah, exactly. You can track the shipment here itself. Uh, so if you, for example, you can see the tracking here. It will show the pending, either transit, dispatch, or is it delivered, and the manual tracking it will show. So for all your shipments, even UPS, DHL, FedEx, tracking will be updated here. For all the shipments that you book, you can see the tracking details in here itself, and it will be updated real time as well.
But I
That's
also receive notifications for tracking, so instead of me going in tracking it or my team going in tracking it, do you have something where I can receive notification on my shipments?
Yeah, exactly. So you will get sorry, you will get updates email through email. So for each of your tracking status, for example, if something happens to this shipment, like for example, this is moved out of the warehouse of DHL, so you will get a notification saying, okay, it's already moved out. So yeah, so you don't have to go and check actually. So you can just focus on which shipment you want to get notifications. You can focus on those as well. Or in fact, if you land in here, you can see all your shipments. You can just search as you
Hmm.
want. For example, even for your reference you can search, and you can see where is your shipment. You can get the updates then and there.
So if I put a reference number, I can check it with the reference number here. I don't need to know the tracking number then.
Yeah, exactly. You necessarily no need to know the tracking number, as long as you put the customer, like your own reference in that field. So you
Hmm.
can search by that. You can simply do that.
So now I know why you said I can save 2 to 5 minutes per shipment tracking it. So because I can get all my tracking in one page here, irrespective of the carrier, and plus you said I'm going to get notifications. So that's excellent. That definitely is going to save a lot of time. Thank you, Lakpin.
Yeah.
But what
So
about, now you claim that also in the beginning that this is not just for courier, and I can manage different modes of transportation. I can also do different carrier and things like that. So what about the other product? Because we do ship on different modes. It's not only the express carrier. I do have shipments going on air and sea as well.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, air freight and sea freight. It's simple as that. Another three steps. You have to inquire, and then you have to compare the rates, and then you can book the shipment, and then you can manage the shipment the same way how the express is. So I will just quickly show you the demo how the air freight, sea freight, how it works. So here you will need to select the inquiry module, because you need to send us an inquiry for sea freight and air freight. So you can send the inquiry in here itself. You really don't have to send an email. You don't have to give a phone call, give all those details by phone. You can just go to our platform, log in, go to inquiry module, and then request a new code. Simple. And then you will select the mode you want, air freight, sea freight. So I will just select air for now. And you have to fill this simple form, right? Again, for the inquiry, you don't have to fill the entire form here. You can just put these details are mandatory actually. So you can put the origin airport and the destination airport and the commodity type, we will need it, right? And again, customer reference number, any reference number you have, you can put it there. And these details, if you have the details, you can put it there, it's fine. Shipper and consignee details, so you don't have to put these details later once the prices are confirmed. And then we will need the shipment details, right? And if it is stackable or non-stackable, you can click that. And if you need any of these additional services, for example, customs clearance, you can put that, or anything else you can select as well. And then any message to our team, any note, you can select it there and submit. That's it. So this will actually save time. You don't have to fill entire thing to give us the inquiry. And then our team will work on the rates. So you can track your inquiries as well. You can see like how many open inquiries are there, how many quoted inquiries are there. You can see through the inquiry dashboard. So here you will see an open shipment, open inquiry, which is like the rates are not populated for that. But if you click on inquiry, quoted inquiries, you can actually see a code that we have given to you for this particular sea freight shipment. So you can see the liner and you can see the rates, and then you can select actually which rate that you need to go forward with. For example, if I want to go with this particular code, I will just click on book. Again, just like how Express Courier does, it will ask for the shipper and the consignee details. So you can just, as I mentioned to you earlier, you can add a new shipper similar to that. So you can just one time you need to use, even for the Express, whatever the details you put, you can same things you can use for air freight and sea freight as well. And then the cutoff time, expected sailing time that you want, arrival date that you want, you can request that and then just submit it. And then our team will work on the master available, sorry. And then you can same similar to how Express Courier does. You can track all your air freight and sea freight shipments in here as well. So you will get the tracking similar to how Express does. You can just click, you can see the tracking status in this same model.
So hold on here. Like, are you telling me that I will be able to track my shipment moved on airlines like Emirates and other airlines? And you showed me in the previous slide about the sea liner, the Hapag-Lloyd or CMA. Am I able to track all of that as
Yes,
well?
exactly. So actually in here I don't have an example for sea freight, but yes, tracking you can do for any of the airlines, for any of the liners. You can have the tracking here itself. It's all integrated here.
Okay, I just want to go back to the inquiry. You said, I can submit the inquiries for ANC. A lot of time I have the details on a attachment that is received by the supplier. So, I won't have, or my team will not have time to put all the details here necessarily. We can provide some basic details. So, is there any way I can also share that document to your team?
Yeah, exactly. You can share the document directly to us as well. Like you have to create the inquiry like this. And then, for example, here, this is an open inquiry. You have the option to upload the documents. So you don't have to create the inquiry here, send the documents separately, maybe in WhatsApp, email. You can upload all the documents in here as well.
So
So, for
usually we get the
example,
packing list and the invoice of the shipment, let's say, so I can just upload it here. Your team can view it and then give me a solution based on that.
exactly, we can do that. So you can just select commercial invoice, whatever the remarks you want to put, and click on upload file, and you can select the file and upload it here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's it. Simple three steps, as I mentioned. Inquire, and then you can compare the rates as per the code, and then book your shipment, and then you can track and manage your shipment.
All right. So like similar to Express, I can just follow step one, two, and three to even complete my air and sea request.
Exactly.
Okay, that's really good. What else do you have on this? What else can I do? You mentioned about bringing in more efficiencies in terms or the data transparency. So what more I can get? out of this platform.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly show you how the finance module works. So actually, you can see where you're actually spending. So in the finance module, you can see all the all the invoices for all your shipments. So it will show all the invoices. You can actually filter by the latest invoices, right? And also you can search by the invoice number, inquiry number, or the booking number. At glance, it will show you the total due invoices you have, the outstanding and the credit limit, the credit terms. And here you can see the total invoices amount. And the once the payments are updated, it will show here as well the updated payment. And you can print the invoice. You can export the invoice details, like the whatever the amount that is due. And then if there's any dispute, you can raise a dispute as well.
Yeah, but before we pay you guys and look at the invoices, we also want to know, see the documents related with the shipments that is required by our finance team to process any payments. So where do I get that?
So documents will be updated here itself. So you can see all the documents related to the shipment. Actually, if you click the shipment details here, it will show the entire shipment details, like what is this shipment, if you can remember. Okay, for example, you will see the amount, but what is the shipment? So you can just click of a button, you can see the shipment details and the attachments here. If there's any note from our team, the tracking details, like it will come back to the same place of the shipment, like the shipment details where it shows. So you have the access here itself. You can see when it was collected and when it was delivered. So those details also you can see in the finance page itself. So you will know this invoice is for this shipment.
I just have a question, like, because today we are sending these inquiries over an email to maybe multiple partners or vendors, you know. How is it going to be helpful if I submit it to here? That's an additional task for my team.
Yeah, exactly. So in here, it will save the time, first of all, as we mentioned. So you can inquire in one place, you can get the rates in one
Are you
place, you
telling
can
me that you guys are not going to reply me on the emails anymore from March
no,
1st?
we will still send you the email notifications. We will still send you the email quotations. We will still, before this dispute, we will communicate through the email. That communication will still be there, but your life will be easier since you don't have to go to maybe Outlook, search for this email. Where is this invoice? Where is this shipment details? You don't have to waste that time anymore because this platform give you the entire different application. For example, the simple rate option, right? For example,
I
you need
just have a
to
scenario. Let's say, so there will be certain times we will end up sending an email for a request. Will I still be able to see that transaction here on my portal?
exactly. So whatever the email you send as an inquiry or for transaction, for example, follow up on invoices, these kind of things, you can still see those communication in here as well. And in fact, if you want, you can actually start a communication within the app as well. You don't really actually have to send an email to us. So, example, I will just open this. So you
Mhm.
will see the status is open for this inquiry. You can just click on this chat. Yeah, you can select any, maybe your account manager. I will just use Deepa, for example. Hey, what is happening with this inquiry? It is still open. So like that, you can start a chat for this particular inquiry as well. So similarly, you can do it for invoices. You can do it for shipments. So communication also you can bring it
Deepak
here.
never responds to my messages on WhatsApp or otherwise, so I hope he responds there on this too.
Boxman, we don't do that, right?
Deepak, I said Deepak specifically.
Boxman, we don't delay any of these. You will get the messages, replies instantly, even for the emails, quotations, of course, and any problem, Boxman is there. So that is where we will come handy, and this box manager will make our life easy as well. So we don't have to go to the email and reply. We don't have to go to WhatsApp and reply. We can reply it here itself. Yeah.
Got it. Blackvin, I'm just running out of time. I just have one more question for you because today my struggle is also with the. You said okay, I have everything on my fingertips, you know, but today also I struggle with the data, with the analytics. Basically, I have to really look and get the details all over different emails, like you said, or reports. Is there any way I can get that view here where I can have visibility on all my shipments, all the transactions? Is there anything like that?
Of course, what is the use of an application without analytics? Nowadays, this is 2025, and yes, we have a good analytics tool here. So here you have the filter options. You can filter by date, filter by the status of the shipment, filter by the I could just for this example I will use last month maybe. So it will show you by milestone how many shipments has been booked and timeline, how many shipments are on delay, on time, and then let me actually clear out the filter so we'll get more data. So yeah, you can see the number of shipments by the origin. So this is a tool where the business, for example, you can get a good decision by looking at this analytics. You can see which origin, like which destination we have more shipments and which lanes that we should, more focus on. So this is a decision making tool for all the businesses. You can see the consignee details, which consignee is providing the best number of shipments. You can decide by various factors, and you have this built-in analytics for air freight, sea freight, express, and land. And not just that, you can export all the shipment details through an Excel. So if you still want to go old school, create a pivot, you can just take out the Excel sheet and you can do it yourself as well. So we have that option and good analytics too, where you can have the visibility and everything in one module.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Lakvin. That's really useful, and I'm excited to see how it really works for us.
Perfect. Yeah. So we are not ending there actually. Not We are not done with analytics. Just we have more tools built in this application. So if I just quickly go here, you can click on tools. You can see how many tools are here built in for this. For example, I don't know this container dimensions how it will be. You can just go to here and you can just check instead of googling or maybe check through a Wikipedia the page or something like that. You can just search everything here. And IMO classes, Incoterms, and then pallet dimensions. And also there are calculators, chargeable weight calculator. If you don't know the chargeable weight for this particular shipment, you can change the metrics. You can put the quantity boxes, weight dimension, and you can get the chargeable weight. Similar to that, CBM calculator. So there are more built-in tools you can actually explore once you get the access. This is really exciting for someone who who wants to learn more about logistics. There are more tools in here. Abbreviation, for example, if you don't know, you can just search it up here, which is really good. It comes in handy. Even I learned a lot of things within this application, so that is great for me as well.
Oh, that's really cool. Thank you, Lakvin. That thank you for introducing to this box manager. It's quite comprehensive, I would say. I was a bit skeptical at the start if can be any solution who can really be in 3 steps or simplify the shipping process. But it really looks like it does, and I'm excited at how we will be able to put it to use and get the maximum benefit out of this.
Yep, exactly.
All right,
Well,
guys. So that was the box manager. So let me come out of my customer role and thank you all once again for joining. I hope this was a good demo for you to understand how this product works exactly in simple step 1, 2, 3. Compare rates or send the inquiry if it is air freight, sea freight. Once you are sure on what kind of solution you want to go forward with, you can straight away book your shipments, and then tracking is available. It's irrespective of the carrier on the portal itself. Beside that, you have seen you can do tons of other things like financial management. You can do analytics. You can look at different tools. So you can be your own logistic expert and have everything in your fingertips, controlled on one single portal, giving you a lot of visibility, transparency, and efficiency at the same time. So with that, this is Box Manager. I hope it's going to be a game changer for all of us. in while managing and in our quest to thrive and grow our businesses and focus on the priorities, which is our products, our business strategies, without worrying too much on the logistics hassles. Hassles would be still there. It is not going to go away with any tool or technology, but all this will do is it will significantly reduce the amount of time we spend, and it is going to bring a lot of, let's say, transparency to the entire process. Hence, we are going to still have the team that will be supporting at the back end. They will be still having communication channels open. So we are not entirely moving digital and then letting go of all the human interactions that we have today. So whether it's on email, it's WhatsApp, it's phone calls, the all the other chat options, all of that will be still available. And this is just going to add or make things simpler and easier moving forward. So with that, like I said in the beginning, we did launch for this, and just in February and March first, we are going to have a full launch. So again, I would like to thank you, everybody. We have a couple of things which I would request Raveen to come back and take us through before we close. We will also take some questions, and of course, we need your feedback. So thank you again, and I wish you a good day ahead. Thank you.
Okay. So I hope everyone found the whole session a lot more interesting than you guys signed up for. So yeah, so one thing that you guys might all be wondering is how do I get this started? So now you guys know what Box Manager is, but how do I get started? So easy. So if you are an existing customer, so directly contact your account manager in Boxman. It could be Deepak, it could be Munsif, anyone here in the team. But if you're a new customer, obviously you can click this here. So you guys directly go into this, scan the QR code, and you guys can directly get access to Box Manager where you can send us an inquiry and we can sign you up with Box Manager. So then also, and people signing up for Box Manager, and actually, reaping the benefits out of this wonderful device, tool. So yeah, so while like what Sajid said also, we are taking this whole shipping solution digital, but it doesn't mean that we are taking out the human part. So just giving you all one more minute to scan the QR code, and you guys can directly reach out to us through this as well as send us an inquiry and sign up for Box Manager as well. So with that, we are going to round up and finish this webinar for today. And thank you so much for joining. And it was a delight having you all here in this webinar. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you.